so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight.
Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1 match reaction, instant match reaction. I've literally just finished doing the live watch along. Yeah, look, I've already seen what Tony has said. I've already seen what people have been saying in the group WhatsApp that we have. I do get it. I'll take it. I'll take the point. You know, going to Anfield, you take a point, but we have to talk about that performance from us. I'm not concerned about Liverpool performance. I'm concerned about our performance. So we'll get into that, but I'm not going to take it. Look, I'm happy. We're up at Christmas. Fantastic. But yeah, let's be honest. Certain players did not turn up again today. One of my favourites, so I'll go hard on him because that's the way I am. I may have my favourites. But yeah. Yeah, for the neutral, I'm sure the first half was great to watch. I'm sure everyone enjoyed it, loved it. Second half was a little bit bleh. Yeah, let's get into the stats. Obviously, I can't do all the slides because I've literally been on the watch along, so I've got no slides. So I'm going to have to go through it piece by piece. So ball possession. 51% possession for Liverpool, 49 for the Arsenal, 13 shots apiece, 3 shots on target for Liverpool, just 2 on target for Arsenal. Says everything, doesn't it? Corner kicks, 4 for Liverpool, 5 for Arsenal. Yellow cards, 2 for Liverpool, 5 for Arsenal. We had to win that one. Let's still trying to look what else is important here. Passing accuracy, yes, that one for me. Geez, how did our passing get worse in the second half? But it did. 81% possession for Arsenal, which I keep saying, have to be honest, it has to be over 85. You can see when our passing is off, you can see the difference in performance. Our performance was lacking today. I'm sure most of those missed passes was Zinchenko, if I'm honest today. Liverpool's was literally the same, 81% possession as well, 81% in passing accuracy. XG for people that care was 0.95 for Liverpool, 0.8 for the Arsenal. Right, let's get into the comments before we talk about the game a little bit more detailed. Big up to Silver One saying, I'll take it. I'll take a point at Anfield, but trust me, it was not a good performance by us. Tony, I have seen your ratings. I have starred them. I will come back to you them in a minute, I promise. Our new name, our new name is Dick Turpin. Yeah, we got away with it today. Started very well, then it just fell flat a bit. Rode our luck. We rode our luck big time. Certain players for me had a shocker. I can think of 3 players in the top of my head that had a shocking game today. Like shocking, not just average, shocking. As I said, I'm taking it. Yeah, I'll take a point at Anfield. I said it before. Beating Liverpool ain't for everyone. Big up to Daniela. All seriousness, though, that Klopp fall was hilarious and game was quite bland at times. Yeah. First half I thought was quite good. Second half it really did just yeah, it was boring. But yeah, the the challenge on Klopp was hilarious. I feel sorry for Simicast because obviously that was a serious injury to Simicast, so apologise for the Simicast. But yeah, Raya was decent today, Tony. He was, but you know what Tony's ratings are for Raya, and I have no issues with it. Don't like him, that's fine. But yeah, my ratings will be different for Raya. We definitely need a striker. Saka put ball across, ready for tap in. No one there. Yes, Havertz, Martinelli, all are guilty of not putting that extra little effort in occasionally. Are they proper strikers? No, they're not, but they should at least still be trying. Even if they miss it, who cares? At least give it a go. Fair result. I argue we were slightly better once we equalised. It's back to as you were in title race. Trent missed absolute sitter though. I'm more gutted we didn't win. One of our worst misses of the season. Yes, I think he was taking part in the crossbar challenge. Maybe that's what it was. Neither did enough to win, and neither out of title race. 100% they're not. The silver one, and Nketiah got a bigger score from me. How did Trent not score that chance yet? First team to reach that safe 40 points mark. We are staying up. Says silver one. To be fair, yes. Once you reach the 40 mark, it is the magic number. It means you can't get relegated. Well, it's very unlikely you'll get relegated, but yes, we are on the magic marker now. Subs Trossard thought, okay, we'll get into that as well, mate. I think Liverpool are poor. They weren't very good today. Salah was great. Salah was brilliant today for Liverpool, personally. Yeah, Konate was decent. Van Dijk was decent. Trent was all right. Gomez, when he came on, he did all right against Saka, which I've seen what the silver one's saying here. Like Saka was outstanding. I'll be honest. Great first half, yeah, brilliant. I feel he should have taken more advantage of Gomez being out on the left, which I don't think he did. I think he actually lost that battle, which was a little bit upsetting for me because being a fullback myself, I know that if a centre-back took my position, I know he would struggle against the winger. And if anything, Gomez did really well. And it's not even his side. Like Gomez can do okay on the right back position because he's a right-sided centre-back. But he was on the left, which is even his more weaker position. So, yeah, I think Saka should have taken more advantage of that, if I'm honest. But he's not going to get a bad rating. He's not one of the ones that I think had a bad game today. Maybe Klopp was appealing to fourth official next to him, whether that was worth a booking or a word from the ref. To be fair, it was Simicast that took him out. This match was all about defence. Yeah, and we'll get on to our defence in a bit. We're only 4 points behind you. It's important to take it game by day, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. No one's good. Just because if Liverpool won this game, it didn't mean they were going to be the champions. If we won the game, it didn't mean we're going to be champions. We are only we're not even halfway through the season yet. So yeah, no one's going to win the league yet. So yeah, I'm fine. Saliba is better than Van Dijk. He's got the potential to be way better than Dick Van Dijk. Oh, crikey. The last 10 minutes, I thought we might nick it. Yeah, to be fair, it could have gone to either team in the last 10 minutes. It opened up to, and we're both making mistakes. But yeah, it could have gone either way at the end. Right, let's go into the actual starting lineup. So this was the team that Arteta went with Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. I do talk about the bench now because it is important for me. Ramsdale, Kivior, Cedric, Jorginho, Smith Rowe, El Neni, Nketiah, Trossard, Nelson. The only player I would say, well, actually two, thinking about it now, that should have come on for me is Zinchenko should have been hooked, and Kivior should have come on to try and stop the Salah effect. And maybe Smith Rowe could have had a bit of an impact today. I would have taken Odegaard off. Spoiler alert, Odegaard is going to get not a great rating from me today. I was very disappointed with Odegaard today, once again. It's a big game. He doesn't turn up. It's so important that our captain, that everyone says is potential to be world class. He might be. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not Mystic Meg. But, yeah, he just didn't turn up again today. He was poor for me. I know other people might disagree, and that's fine. We all have different opinions. But what I saw, Odegaard was poor. I was not happy with Odegaard at all today. But yeah, decent. There was no changes we could have made to our starting lineup for the game. I think a few people went with Kivior in the lineups yesterday. I think in hindsight, we probably would have been better with Kivior up against Salah because Zinchenko had a nightmare game. So yeah. Right, let's see if there's any comments. Sorry, I'm on a full screen because I couldn't read the stuff there. I know Zinni was at fault, but Raya beaten at near post. I need to see that goal again, if I'm honest. Obviously, because you guys know I do the watch along. It's very difficult to watch the replays as much as you guys can. From what I saw, Zinni was definitely to blame. I don't know enough about the Raya positioning yet. I need to see it again. But yeah, if his positioning was bad, then fair enough. But I think overall, Ray had a decent game. Didn't cause me any major heart issues. I wasn't panicking. So there was a few moments, but that's more me. It's like PTSD with Ray already. You're passing it back to Ray, you go, uh-oh. But Ray had made no mistakes. So, yeah, it's more PTSD issues than it is. Okay, giving Arteta a score, we'll get on to him as well. I think Zinni was man of the match for giving the ball away. Honestly, he had a shocking game. I've got a kind of a score in mind for him at the moment, but I think I have to be honest about it. So we'll get on to that. Trust me, Bobby, would I blame Ray if it wasn't his fault? Yeah, I don't think he would. But I haven't seen the game. I'll take your word for it. But what I would say is I haven't seen the goal back. Big up to my pod brother. Hope you're doing well, Bren. Would have been on with you if I wasn't working. Yeah, mate. Look, I get it. It's a very busy time of the year. This is my last stream until after Christmas now. So yeah, I get it. It's a very hard time for people that do stuff like this, Arsenal content and stuff, because we've got families, we've got this Christmas period and stuff like that, and holiday season and all that jazz. So yeah, I get it, mate. Don't worry. Yes, you did predict a 2-2. I did go for I did think it'd be a Liverpool win, so I'm well happy with a point considering I actually thought we'd lose. I'm just trying to look at the list here. Moss went with about 3 different score lines. He still didn't actually get it right, apart from he went for a draw. Chris went for a 2-2. Chris Welch as well. He went for a 2-2. It was 1-1. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, let's get into some scorings. Yeah, so Raya, for me, did nothing wrong. Didn't do anything spectacular either, if I'm honest. So my average score is a 5. So when I give him this rating, please bear that in mind. My average scoring is a 5. So for me, because he didn't do anything wrong, didn't do anything great, he's only going to get a 6. I think that's the best way I can do it. Because he didn't do anything fantastic. White. I do like White. You know I do. I like him as a right back. I don't like him as a centre back. Something's not right with him. And I have to be honest. I'm going to have to give him a 6. I'm going to have to give Ben White a 6. So I'm going to give him a 6. Yeah. I'm going to move over to Zinchenko because I want to leave Galiba, as Temi would say, till last. Zinchenko, oh, wow. I don't agree with giving zeros. That's just me. I have no issues with you guys giving him zeros, and that's absolutely fine. But me, I'm going to have to give him a 3. Honestly, he was so bad today. I mentioned it on the preview that this was my biggest worry. Salah against a bad Zinchenko. Now, Zinchenko does have good games. I get it. He does. But today, for me, that was a bad game by Zinchenko. Even his passing was off, which is normally pretty good. But defensively, shocking. Passing-wise, shocking. He even did some passing that he got away with that I was thinking, why on earth are you trying to risk that? He got away with it. But some of these passes could have cost us today. So yeah, he's going to have to get a 3. I'm sorry, Sin. Right, let's move on to, as Temi would say, Galiba, and I'm going to call them the Galiba tonight because they're both going to get the same markings. I thought they were absolutely fantastic today. They're both going to get an 8 because, yeah, Saliba and Gabriel. I know Saliba got player of the match, rightly deserved. To be fair, they were just fantastic. And again, normally Saliba gets all the plaudits, fair dues. Gabriel is normally well up there. But yeah, today Saliba was brilliant. Gabriel was brilliant. So for me, an 8. You know me, I don't ever go for 10s. It's very unfair. I'll go for a 10. They'd have to do some kind of Batman magic or something for me to ever give a 10. So I'm quite harsh. I'm sorry. Right, let's move on to Rice. Rice didn't have a great first half. I'll be honest. He performed better in the second half. So because he had a better second half, I'm going to give him a 7. Havertz, to be honest, Havertz gets a 5. He didn't do pretty much anything today, and it kind of frustrated me that he didn't at least put that little bit of boost behind getting into the 6-yard box with some of those crosses that came in. So yeah, for me, he's going to have to get a 5. Odegaard, wow, he wasn't as bad as Zinni, so I'll give him that. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, he's going to have to get a 4. I'm sorry. I know people are thinking this is an agenda. It's really not. I don't like giving any of our players a bad rating, but from the game that I've seen today, Odegaard gets a 4. And the reason is he probably gets a more chipped off him because he is the captain and he doesn't turn up in these games. And this is a big game. Where was he today? He was doing some awful passes, a lot of sideways passes, which makes him look busy, but he's meant to be like our creative spark in midfield, and he's not. So yeah, he's gonna have to get a 4. Saka, if this finished at half time, he would have got an 8, but he's been marked down to 7 because I think he should have taken advantage of Gomez being on the left. So yeah, he's going to get a 7 from me. Jesus tried his all best, but yeah, he's going to have to get a 6 because he didn't do enough to get anything more than a 6 for me. Don't forget, my average is a 5, so he's better than average. Martinelli is going to get a 5. He did enough sometimes, but geez, that shot, I don't know how he managed to not even get it on target. When there was the error in the first half. But yeah, my word, shocking. Substitutions, obviously, let's quickly get into those. Trossard came on for Martinelli. He showed something, but I can't give him more than. And I'm going to have to explain why I'm giving him a 5 because I'm going to give him a 5. He showed enough to get him a 6. but it's his set pieces are awful. Had 2 chances with corners today and didn't beat the first man. That's not good enough for me. So yeah, he's going to be marked down to 5. Eddie came on a little bit later in the 77th minute. I've got nothing to say about him coming on. I'll be honest. I'm going to have to give him a 5 because what did he do? He plays a bit part, but like we're taking our better striker off to put on Eddie. And what did Eddie do? Nothing for me. I'm sorry. But yeah, and I'll quickly go on to Mikel for not noticing the issue with Zinchenko and not hooking him. Yeah, he's gonna have to get a 6. It wasn't, it didn't do anything really badly. I kind of like the fact he's not making too many substitutions now because he knows we haven't got it on the bench to make much change. But I would have taken Zinchenko off personally. I think if he'd done that, he probably would have got a 7 because I don't think a lot of it was his fault still. I think the players, again, just let him down. I'm being fair to Mikel there, if I'm honest. Right, let's get into your comments, into your ratings as well. Right, let's have a look-see. Right, Tony's gone with ratings. Raya 0, White 4, Gabriel 7, Zaliba 7, Cini 2, Rice 7, Havertz 6, Odegaard 4, Saka 7, Jesus 6, Martin 86. Yeah. To be fair, pretty much on level with mine. Yeah, White was a tough one for me to score, if I'm honest, because I don't think we did anything wrong, but he didn't do anything great either. So it's one of those when they do nothing wrong, but they do nothing great. It's very hard to score them. Trossard gets a 4 for you, and Eddie gets a 6, and Arteta gets a 0. I'm going to guess that's for the City issue with me as well. Let's see, because I think Temmy's done his scores as well. Oh, hang on, there's some comments as well. Today's match told me we need a left back, centre back, midfielder, and striker. I went 1-1, but my text said 3-0. Yes, we are looking at full-backs. We are looking at a centre-back. So we can chalk those ones off. We are looking at midfielder and we are looking at the striker. So at least Arteta knows what we're missing, which gives me some hope. I just don't see how we're going to offload the players that we need to bring in the money to go and get these players. I think, and I'm being very careful when I say this, but I think there's a slight chance that we get one of our targets in on loan in January to make permanent in the summer. I hope we manage to do it. I just don't know if it works. It's gonna be tricky. I think the loan fee will be quite high compared to what most loan fees are. But yeah, I think that might be what we try and do. Big up to Timmy. Raya gets 7. Galiba gets 10. Man in the match. Zinni minus 100,000. White 6. Rice 10. Odegaard 8. Really? Timmy, what did you see that I didn't with Odegaard? Havertz 7. Frontline 2. Arteta 7. Subs 5. Zinni, big issue. If you watch the goal, he played Salah on when the others moved up and he would have been off. Odegaard did well. It was our front three that failed miserably. I think Odegaard did a lot of sideways passes today, which really kind of annoys me. It makes him look busy and makes him look good because he does so many touches. But if those touches are pointless, then I have my question marks because he's our creative spark in midfield. Don't forget this. He's meant to be our creative spark. And if all you're doing is sideways passes, you're making yourself look busy to get away with it, and that's not enough for me. And he doesn't even rail up the troops either. Doesn't like get them all. To be fair, neither did Bryce today. But Odegaard just doesn't get them all riled up when he should do. Because when the fans started to like turn up a notch, there just wasn't enough reaction from us, and that's what That's what annoyed me about him today. Odegaard needs to be dropped, but Arteta won't drop him. 100%. He's got his favourites. The ref and VAR are 10 for not giving that penalty. We were lucky. Apparently, they've realised it was an Arsenal player and now can't change their mind. What I would say is level pegging for the VAR. I think they should have had a penalty. I also think that we should have had a penalty. So for me, cancel each other out. And to be fair, we were poor. Rice did well when Liverpool had 4 players against him on their breakaway. Yes. I did fear that would be the end of that. Big up to Dermo, mate. Not a problem at all, mate. I've read your message, so yeah, don't worry, and I hope everything will be okay. And Temi needs to watch football at the front of the screen, not the back. I get people see games differently, and that's absolutely fine. I wasn't even questioning. It was more of a like, what did he see that I didn't? Obviously, I do a watch long, so it's very difficult to watch the game and like getting involved in comments and stuff like that. So it's very difficult to do that together. But from what I saw in the game, Odegaard just wasn't very good. What I will look at, though, because this does help me sometimes, is the ratings. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what people have seen that I didn't see. Maybe I saw something different in Odegaard today than other people have, but I thought he was poor. He had 80 touches, 1 assist. Yeah, technically. It was a free kick. Ground Jewels won 7 out of 12. He lost possession 15 times. That's a concern for me. See, this is the thing. I'm looking at the ratings, the system that I check, and they've nearly given him an 8. And I'm questioning it because, like, Ground Jewels just about got over 50%. Crossing literally one cross, key passes, 3 key passes, 80 touches. So right, that's there we go. That is my issue, right? Key passes for our most creative midfielder was 3, and he had 80 touches. 80. That kind of tells me everything there. That is not good enough. He's our creative man. Sorry, we lost the screen now. Let's have a look. I am get fed up with his arm waving to the get the fans up when he's poor. I think it's a bloody cheek. Yeah. Big up to Jan Jua. Hey Bobby, really surprising seeing Arteta celebrate the draw with his backroom staff at the full-time whistle. You're the ones who finished second last season. Arteta should be showing disappointment. I'm disappointed with the performance by Arsenal. I'm happy with the point. It's a very strange day today. I'm happy with the point, but I'm very, very disappointed with the performance from Arsenal. Odegaard gave the assist and played well. In my opinion, he was fouled and pushed a lot. He lost the ball possession. He lost the ball a lot as well, and he did have some really bad passing. But yeah, 3 key passes from 80 touches is nowhere near good enough from someone that's meant to be our most creative. I am free for any watches you're doing, and please use the channel I join you to. Yes, mate, no worries. I'll sort it. Obviously, being Christmas and stuff, I haven't set up the other streams yet. But yeah, we'll be doing the Arsenal games this week. So I'll stream that to your channel as well, mate. Don't you worry about that. I base my scores on what I want for my team, not if I like the player. Let's not forget we're playing Liverpool, not Luton Town. Yeah, but I don't know. Getting such an early goal, and then we let them come back to us. Did Zinni get an assist? What for Liverpool? Possible. But guys, appreciate the love as always. As you know, this will be the last stream I do before Christmas Day. I know not everyone celebrates it, but what I will say is enjoy your festive or holiday season. Enjoy the time with your family, whatever you're doing. I will be back, I believe, on the 27th. I think we plan on the 28th. So I'll be back on the 27th for the preview for the West Ham game. Why am I doing that? But guys, really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy time with your families. Enjoy all your special ones. Yes. Thanks, Bobby. No, thank you ever so much, Tony. I appreciate that. Really, really do. Appreciate that as well, Dermo. Really do. Yeah, big love from everyone at FTSN. Big love from the Armory TV as well. And we will see you very soon. I'll see you on what's the date? 27th. That will be on the Wednesday. So I'll see you on the Wednesday. So enjoy yourselves, guys. You all deserve it. Bye bye.